So this is our American River Ranch property, and we are farming actually 5 acres. We also have an adjoining 15 acres that will be put into orchard, pasture, also some wildlife corridors and hedgerows. Well, when I first moved to Sacramento, I was doing similar work in terms of youth development and working in health education, but I was not integrated into the local food system. But I was really learning about it, reading about it, and Soil-Borne Farms was actually well known, I guess, in that area at the time. But it wasn't until I actually left Sacramento and got some hands-on experience in agriculture, and that I came back and began to work here. I was recruited from a mentor to come back to Sacramento and to work with this project. The way that we farm this main 5-acre field, following kind of organic farming practices, is that we farm in blocks and we rotate our crops. I have a unique life even within this farm because depending on the time of year, I get up the same time consistently year-round, whereas the farm staff sleeps in during the winter when they have nothing to do and I still have a normal schedule, and they get up consistently earlier. So I get up around 6:30, but I make my coffee and have a leisurely walk either to observe the farm or maybe down to the river. I tend to my pig in the morning, feed her, get her clean water, go about a normal work day, which could be tending my school garden or garden, could be working in the classroom or outside with the kids. Have a very different life from a city dweller and a different life from a farm dweller as well. But I still start and end my day kind of on the land and tending to some things on the land. Coming from a city and really understanding from a personal experience the disconnect, especially for young people, the disconnect to the land and to where food comes from, and that it actually comes from the earth, gave me a draw to participate in a more urban project. I feel like I wanted to move to a farmstead so that I could not just learn about and observe over each week or month what the natural seasons and cycles are, but to really feel them. The more we allow, I think, our community to participate in the cycles of the land, which in our case are through food. It's such an easy thing. People come to get some food to take home to their table. That we see really the cycles of the earth manifested in their lives as it happens at their kitchen table. Chickens for me have always, even in my limited years in farm life, chickens have always been very important because they have a function within the system, even outside of food. They scratch at the ground and help aerate the soil and eat insects that might become pests to your food. So already I really viewed them not just as animals kind of walking around, but really as an important feature of a farm. If we can only handle, say, 80 chickens, and you're going to have new young chickens, that at some point you have to get rid of a few. And I had been looking ahead to think, oh, this is something that I would like to participate in. It felt simple enough in that they were small animals, and I had some familiarity with them. But it definitely felt like a big deal in that it would be a really new thing to participate in that for the first time. So yeah, Chicken Day, I'll call it. Chicken Day came, and I woke up, first thing in the morning, we went straight to gathering the supplies needed and just setting up for the work at hand. Of course, I burned some sage and got prepared in that way. And it was really a community process, and it was really done humanely. And I think the best part of the experience was definitely that, I started out the day from sunrise, nervous about what was going to happen, and by the end of the day I had a pot of stock going and a bowl of soup by the end of the day, and I felt really empowered to yeah, feed myself and my family, my community. It's really interesting, yeah, being on a farm within an urban environment. And at this site in particular, it's very interesting because we're really close to what's the most city or urban for Sacramento, and having the bike trail, just that access to people who are coming and going from the city. And then being in more of the suburban end of Sacramento, so having a whole nother culture in that way. And then not just being on a farm, but being on the American River Parkway, which is a preserve of sorts, so a wild space. And really being in the middle of all these pieces is, for me personally, it's very satisfying. I think right now I see myself just continuing on this journey of learning about those cycles. You know, right now we have a pig, and we're learning about that kind of life cycle, and that aspect of farming and food, and so being really present in that journey. And then as that comes to a harvest and an ending where it transitions, I'm not sure, but that's where I see the cycles going. Yeah. Come on by and get some food. Let me cook something for you.